Here we are in Chicago, Illinois, doing the filming locations for Child's Play. This scene right here it's at the very beginning of the movie when Charles Lee Ray is running down the alleyway. Reference photo right there. And that's where it took place. Then on the other side, this side is where the homeless guy was standing when he sold the Chucky doll. That scene right there, you can see everything in the background. My phone isn't the best. But yeah, that scene took place right here. Then Charles Lee Ray came running around that corner this way. Then ended up going this way towards the toy store, which is right there. Also, when Charles Lee Ray was shot, those are the grates where he was laying down at, where he stood at the chute. Charles Lee Ray on the ground, those two grates right there. Right there. Also, the cop was standing around the corner right there at another scene. That scene right there. And there's a picture of the toy store. And we were at about an angle point right here for the toy store. Right about there. But yeah, this is the toy store. A lot has changed. But yeah, this is the toy store. You can actually see the pillar in there. That was in the movie. Another angle point. But yeah, this is the toy store. Let's go to the next location. And this is where Andy's mom works. It says point. Yeah, that is where Andy's mom works. Right there. And here we are at Andy's apartment. And his room was all the way up there. And the entry point is over there. Another angle over here. That's an awesome building. Now let's go over there. And there's the entry point of the building, the apartment complex. This is the inside. I actually got in. Can I help? That is the elevator right there. Well, I did get a brief inside look of the apartment until security told me I had to leave. But that was the elevator, and this is the entry point. Another angle right here for a scene. Then another angle right there for a scene. But it would have been nice to get all the way in there until someone stopped me. But yeah, this is the entry point of Andy's apartment. And off to the next spot. And here's Andy's school. Right here. his mother walked off that way. And then Andy came out those doors right there. Another reference photo right there, him coming out of the building. And yeah, those are the doors. He came walking out and he ventured off that way to the train station. One final look at the school from a different point of view. Then that's the whole view. And this is where Charles Lee Ray's hideout once was. This location right here. The building is now gone, obviously. Yeah. Chucky came running right up over here and went straight into the house. But now, it's all gone. Another screenshot from the movie from the backside. You can see all those buildings in the background. And yeah, nothing here anymore. And that's gonna be it for this spot, and off to the next. Here's what street it's on. And there's where it is. And here is the detention center Andy was at. This wasn't the angle you got though in the movie. In the movie, got an angle somewhere over in this distance. But yeah, there's leaves and everything, so obviously it's not gonna be the same because it was in the winter time when it was filmed. But then yeah, get a more clear shot over here. But yeah, that was the building used as the detention center. Pretty cool. I won't be able to get that second angle when Chucky is actually climbing up the stairwell, but back there around the corner, that's where he would have been coming up through the scaffoldings, climbing up there. But yeah, I can't get in there, so that's gonna do it for this spot. Then on to the next one. And here we are at the police station. This would have been right about where the camera was angled for that shot. Yeah, this is the police station. 42nd precinct. But yeah, this is where he came out. Get some more of this. Another angle over here. And this is gonna be my final shot. Was having trouble finding one of the locations where Andy got off the train, that area. All I know it was on 43rd Street, but yeah, I'm just gonna call it after this one. But I got all the locations except for that one. But yeah, this is gonna be the filming locations for Child's Play. And yeah, that was pretty cool. But this is gonna be it. And yeah.